Fouls. It's mine.
Well, hello there, stranger. Whew. You're a real bright and shiny one, aren't you? I asked you for your name, but sadly you got no mouth to speak with, or hands to shake with, or nose to look down with. So we're gonna have to find another way. See, what you'll find is, even though you're no longer in your body's still inside of you, if that makes any sense. So, if you understand what I'm saying, blink over my hand here. Ooh, well, look at that. You're a blinking genius. I knew you were special. You see all them poor souls down there, lost in the waves? I didn't choose any of them. I chose you. See, I just sometimes get a sort of a hunch, or what's a better word? Notion? A better word than that. Premonition. A premonition when a soul's worth pulling up. Now you see that tower out there? Big, scary one? That's where I'm taking you to see the gatekeeper, to be judged. I'm gonna present your case, tell her the whole story of your entire life, from proud to stern. Now if she's impressed, I get paid the big coin, and you get yourself a spot in her magnificent city. If she ain't, well, I eat seagull for dinner again, and you, well, we don't have to worry about that, because I am the best orator you'll find on these sickly waters. Class A storyteller.
Fouls. It's mine.
Well, hello there, stranger. Whew. You're a real bright and shiny one, aren't you? I asked you for your name, but sadly you got no mouth to speak with, or hands to shake with, or nose to look down with. So we're gonna have to find another way. See, what you'll find is, even though you're no longer in your body's still inside of you, if if that makes any sense. So, if you understand what I'm saying, blink over my hand here. Ooh, well, look at that. You're a blinking genius. I knew you were special. You see all them poor souls down there, lost in the waves? I didn't choose any of them. I chose you. See, I just sometimes get a sort of a hunch, or what's a better word? Notion? No, there's a better word than that. Premonition. A premonition when a soul's worth pulling up. Now you see that tower out there? Big, scary one? That's where I'm taking you to see the gatekeeper, to be judged. I'm gonna present your case, tell her the whole story of your entire life, from prow to stern. Now if she's impressed, I get paid the big coin, and you get yourself a spot in her magnificent city. If she ain't, well, I eat seagull for dinner again, and you, well, we don't have to worry about that, because I am the best orator you'll find on these sickly waters. Class A storyteller, believe you me. Oh, shut up, you trash birds. You had your chances. It wasn't my fault you were no good. Layabouts. Unsatisfactory. Clock watchers. I got some words for you. Sorry you had to hear that. Ooh. So sure, maybe I'm not the most verbose storyteller out there, but I know how to spin a yarn if I'm given something to work with. And that's where you come in. Your life. You're gonna show it to me. I want to see exactly what made you so absolutely great. So, just think back to the very beginning. The first thing that you can remember. I'm gonna send you there. But understand, no matter how much you like it, you're not gonna be able to stay, all right? Every time you blink, you're going to jump forward in time. Could be a second, could be 5 years. That's just how this thing works. Alrighty then. I hope he's ready for this. Now, the next time that you blink, I'm gonna send you back. Now, don't be afraid, and don't try to fight it. The thing to remember about blinking is, well, it's only a matter of time. And just try to enjoy it this time.
Look at that sun. We've got a long, beautiful day ahead of us. Why are you smiling like that? You must really like it out here, huh? Well, I get that. I like it too. Let's go get you some seashells. What do you say?
You see that big spiky plant over there? That's called an agave. 11 years from now,
That plant will die so it can give birth to this tall, amazing tree, covered in flowers. We'll have to keep our eyes on that one. Day really slipped away, didn't it? Oh well, days have a tendency to do that, I guess. Where's the first...
Okay, go ahead, kid. Look at that! There's your little hand.
We have to make him do this every birthday.
That's a great idea.
Oh, you want to play along with Mommy, don't you?
Sounds good, honey!
I'm sending it to my mentor next week. It has to be perfect.
Well, sounds pretty perfect to me.
Yeah, what do you like about it?
What do I like about it? I like the music.
That's very specific.
I also like the person playing it.
Yeah, I worry that might have something to do with it. Look at his little face. What do you think he's thinking about?
I don't know. Probably solving the problems of the universe.
So, do you think he's going to be smart?
I don't see why not. I mean, we're both pretty smart.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's going to be, necessarily.
You're right. No. You're right.
No, it's not derivative. At least I didn't think it was. Do you think you could tell the other members of the selection committee what I just told you? Right. No, I'm sorry. I guess I just put a lot of expectation on this call. Okay, I understand. Thank you for considering my piece, John. It really means a lot. Oh, that's sure a little mess of color. Hey, we do not throw things in this house. If you're mad that you aren't good enough yet, you'll just have to keep working at it. You know, one day you'll be able to paint exactly what you have in your head. You'll be a real artist. Unlike your poor mom. See? That used to be my piano. My dad gave it to me. He loved music. Fled his home country just to have a chance to pursue it. God, he made me practice so much. I hated it at first. I think he hoped to make it further than conducting.
Okay, Benny. Are you ready to see something really special?
Richard,
What?
that's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
We can't keep him, can we? I mean, I'm pretty much definitely allergic, so no, right?
No. We'll find someone to take him. But while he...
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember? There you go. Doesn't that make you feel happy? Like you just want to jump up and down? Now what about C minor? You remember how to play that one? Very good. Just one note different. But that one sounds sad, doesn't it? Amazing what a difference one little change can make on how a person feels. Sort of like me and your little friend on your piano there.
She was in grad school studying composition. I never met anyone like her. I just prayed to God I could somehow keep up. I think she liked that I was a professor. Gave me a certain gravitas in her eyes, you know, which I very quickly lost. God, she dragged me to so many places. It was wonderful. Where would you want to go if you could only go to one? Now, you know the ancient Egyptians believed cats had godlike powers?
That's my piece. How did you figure out how to play that? Richard, are you hearing this?
What?
He's playing my piece. He must have figured it out by ear. I mean, I was a gifted kid, but he's brilliant. We need to get him into serious piano lessons.
Yeah, sure, but...
Oh, God, I have my interview in 5 minutes, and I completely forgot to feed him.
Don't worry, I already did.
Oh, thank God. For a moment, I forgot what a great father you are.
Just focus on the interview, honey. I got this.
Excuse me, of course, sir. It's all organized into folders, sitting ready on my kitchen table. They will literally be on your desk when you get in. What could possibly happen to the files between now and tomorrow morning? We are fine.
When's he coming?
I'm flying him out in February, remember? You know, I think he was pretty surprised that I could actually afford to do that.
Hey, why not? You're a working woman now.
I guess that's true.
Don't let it go to your head, but yeah.
Please, let... This is called a metronome. We use it to measure time so we don't get lost in the music. I want you to start using it before Grandpa comes to visit. You know, my father once told me, when I was about your age, the only way to fight against time is to create a work of genius, which might live on after you're gone. So I asked him, what about your children? Thinking, you know, I'm might be a work of genius, just as I was. He said, "Yes, I suppose. If you made a work of genius, I haven't seen him in over 10 years. Can you believe that? I wonder if he'll even recognize me."
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
Subdivide the time. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E.
You're off. You're off, Ben. You can't hear that?
There you go, buddy. Okay, now keep a firm grip on it, just like that. Oh my. Well, don't think you like that, pal. Sorry, buddy. Turn around, Elle, so we can photograph you.
I'm just really behind right now. Why don't you take photos in the backyard? It may not be interesting at first, but...
Ernie! Buddy!
Ernie!
Ernie!
Ernie, we need you!
God, Elle, what if you got eaten by a coyote?
My sinuses would be eternally indebted.
What did you just say?
No, I said I'm really worried. So you're saying it's a coincidence that it disappears for weeks and then comes back with a huge belly?
But Ernie's a boy.
And you're sure about that?
Thought I was.
Uh-huh. And that was based on... Say that one more time, sweetie.
I'm still not understanding how you let this happen.
He keeps coloring the grass blue, the ocean green, and then the sky red.
And what's wrong with that?
No, are you kidding? I love it. I meant Benny's book.
Oh, yeah. Got those too.
Extremely expensive, right?
No. Can't put a price on learning.
I mean, they did. And it's stupidly big.
I know, it seems impossible that you could ever play something so complex, but just take it one day at a time. Trust me. You're really getting there, honey. Next week we'll start working on your other hand.
Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said...
Okay. 2 brackets on each side.
The quiz said find the zero, and he just drew an arrow pointing to it.
I want that box full by the time I come in there. If you don't play with it anymore, we're getting rid of it.
Congratulations, B! First of many, I'd assume.
This isn't my house. It's not my house.
Right. It's my house. You have 5 minutes to get down or I'll drive it back with you up there.
It's not my house. Not. camera boy. I'm talking to you. Why are you always out here taking photos? You know, if you really want to take a photo of something cool, you should take a photo of this.
Chloe!
Oh shoot, I think I gotta go. But, try to take a photo of me running into my house. I'm pretty fast, so I don't think you'll be able to. But you can try. What the hell? How did he do that?
Quiet, everyone. Benny's about to play for us.
Wow, Elle, he's unbelievable. My God, I didn't realize our head of accounting was raising a musical prodigy.
Didn't you used to be a composer yourself, Elle?
No, I don't know if I'd say that.
But you used to write your own music, right?
Yeah, but I haven't done that in years. Not since he was 4 or 5 years old.
And what do you do, Richard?
He's a professor.
Of what?
Well, no one really knows.
The class is world history. My name is Mr. Isaac. The class will be broken up into
Hey, you.
units.
Look on your desk. I wrote you something.
You'll be learning everything you need to know about the This is a quote. I want each of you to write it down. Not doodle on the sidelines, not stare off into space. Okay, now I will go on to the next slide. Chloe, tell me, what did the quote say?
Right, I definitely know this.
Come on, Chloe. We're all waiting.
So those who do not remember the past, repeat the past. That's right, right?
Indeed it is. Though I'd prefer you to answer without the help of your boyfriend next time. If we do not keep an accurate account of the past, we are destined to embarrass ourselves in all
You
sorts
broke
of ways.
my no talking rule, but I asked you
Now,
to,
on to
so
what you've all
I
been
guess
waiting
I'll have to
for.
let you live.
Great. Assessments.
I tried to convince your father not to buy you that thing, but he insisted. Half suspect he bought it for himself. The little guys are pretty cute, though. I will admit that. Oh, I want the job of whoever gets paid to think of that crap.
I've definitely seen you next door, but I didn't realize you guys had become friends.
Oh, sure. We sit together in history class. I don't know what I'd do without old Benny.
Very sweet. Thank you for playing this game with him.
Your dad just thanked me for hanging out with you? That's a very interesting detail. Okay, shut up. I really want this one. Maybe I'll use tickle stick. Whoa, that's a pretty good drawing. You should draw pictures of more different stuff. Not me, though. I'll actually kill you if you try to draw me, and you saw what I'm capable of in your backyard. Benny, why did you draw me? You're not good enough. I look so ugly. Ugh.
called a magnet school. It's about an hour away in a town called Burton. I know the change can be scary, but I just...
So what do you think, Benjamin? You think you could excel in that sort of an environment?
Sorry, he gets very shy.
Oh, not to worry. If he's as gifted as you say he is, shyness is no problem. Why don't you two come back closer to the end of the year for an audition? We'll get a few pieces that you can have him start learning. I'm eager to hear what your son is capable of. So, I understand you were a musician yourself. Where did you study?
Oh, Berkeley. But I was in the composition department.
Ah, and who did you study under?
John MacDonald?
I understand he's very difficult.
Yes. Taciturn is the word I... As you can see, there are some very fast runs in there, and a lot of stuff I've not taught you properly yet. So no pressure. I just want you to try, and we can see if you start enjoying it. Just like to see you really rise to the occasion, just this once. I wish I had the option of going to a school like that when I was your age. I wouldn't be working this boring job or living in this boring town, I'll tell you that. What was that? Was that the piece? What is going on? Don't answer that, Ben. You can talk to your friend after you practice. Oh my God. Is she really calling you again? What, is she obsessed with you? Keep that up. You're sounding really good.
Anubis, in the presence of Ma'at, who you remember is the goddess of truth and justice, would weigh the deceased soul against a feather, determining whether it was worthy of entering into her land of the dead. And what if they are deemed unworthy? Well, you can see that ugly fur ball under the scale? That is Amamet, and she's got...
Mr. Kid.
And yes, that's
Over here.
The head of a crocodile, fur of a lion, see, and the body of a hippopotamus.
Yes. Look at it.
Though I would not say that to her face. Now, as you can see, she is ready to devour any of the deceased who do not pass judgment. Sort of like me with your weekly quizzes. So I am not quite sure why I don't hear more frantic scribbling right now.
Ew, why is he so scared looking?
Okay, I'll call you when I'm leaving my house. You better pick up my call, dude.
Slightly worried about having him change schools just as he's starting to make friends.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only reason he keeps coming here is to play that game you bought for him.
Okay, listen, I don't claim to understand the motives of children.
Richard, Benny has a chance here. A real chance to be really good at something. I mean, no offense at all. But I don't think you actually really understand what that is.
Huh. No, I suppose you're right.
Oh, Richard, please. God, why is it like that?
Lights out. You need to be rested for tomorrow. Memory consolidates when you're asleep. So if you go to sleep now, you will awaken a master. Trust me.
Richard, tell your son to turn the lights off.
Benny, Mom says turn the lights off.
Not Mom says, you say.
Wow, didn't think you'd actually pick up. I'm a sticky for a baby. I apologize. Okay, so meet me out in the alley in T-minus now, okay? Chloe, out.
You know, I'm really glad you're here. There's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. Or to get off my chest. Okay. I don't think Consters is actually a really good game. My cousin Yoon, he was in town this weekend, and he was explaining how it's actually a ripoff of a really good Japanese game. He calls it a cash grab. So, I'm sorry that I made you like it because...
Probably didn't sleep at all. Out in the cold all night. You're already feeling sick, aren't you? It's okay. You still got this. I mean, all the practice had to count for something. Maybe just try and close your eyes now and get a little sleep on the way over. I'm going to play the recording so the sound of mastery can seep into your subconscious a little, okay? Close your eyes.
In your own time, Benjamin, we are very excited to hear. Okay. I think that's enough. So, Benjamin, why don't we plan on having you come back next year again, once you've had a bit more time to practice? Yes? As you know, Burton isn't the right fit for every student, and I wish you the best of luck on your path.
Maybe I pushed you too hard. Maybe I turned into my own father. I don't know. You have to find something to focus on. The world isn't very kind to people who aren't really good at something.
We want him home from school for a while, just until this nasty thing clears. Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office? There's a small clerical thing I need you to look at before I can let you two go.
Oh, yes, of course.
It's such a crucial time in his development. He shouldn't be confined to his room.
Yeah, look, having him home for a little means I can spend more time with him. You know? We can focus him, make sure he's staying engaged.
Can you please try to speak a little softer?
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
Hey, B! Dinner's ready! B! You hear me? What's he doing?
Why isn't your son eating with us, Al?
No. You mean young Vincent? Well, ever since he got sick, all he does is work hard.
And Mr. Benjamin Bryn has been awarded first place.
I really gotta thank you for this, Benny. Emma Bills is so pissed that weird camera kid won over her multiple horse portrait that she literally just left with her dad in tears.
You are not here to learn to be painters. You are here to learn to be artists. And although I was hired to teach you, it is a sham. There is no teaching art. So don't just sit there slack-jawed. Make art, you ponies! Oh.
Oh, how very wacky and fun these are. It's very zany. Very...
Feel each shape.
Oh, you fiend!
I want you all to take a long look at what Mr. Bryn has done here. You see, he has reached down deep within himself and created a masterpiece. I pray you have a strong hold on yourself, Mr. Bryn. For I fear a talent like these, you may soon be swept away by a whirlwind.
I'm stunned. The ironic sincerity of this.
I know that lots of agents gave you lots of cards, and it all probably feels weird and alienating and the opposite of what being a starving artist is supposed to feel like. But if I can teach you one thing, it's that if opportunity knocks, you open the door. Making a living isn't selling out. I wish I had thought of it that way.
Benjamin! Marvelous show last week. Truly stunning. I've never been prouder. One little...
You're not selling your soul. Well, look at that. You've crumpled my contract.
To being a difficult artist, the best of us are. Ah, this is divine. So, now that you've grown your wings, tell me, young master, where will you...
Please stop. Is that Benjamin Bryn?
Oh my god. I think it is.
Of all places.
I bet you're happy you threw that contract in her face now. You didn't sell out, and you still got rich. Oh, but listen to me, Benjamin. Now is the single most...
Hey, Ben. Don't even pick up this call, okay? I mean it. I'm just calling to inform you that I went to the doctor today, and, well, I'm going to be a little sick for a while, but really, I don't want you worrying about it at all. You're at such an important moment in your career, and I'm just so proud of you. This is nothing but a little bump in the road for me.
But that's enough from me. Now, you'll hear from the person who I believe... Go on, B. Say something. What's wrong? Why aren't...
Hey, you. As you know, I talk to big, very important people every... You are a snake. You are a fraud. But worst of all, Benjamin...
Hey, B. Just calling to tell you. I think I'm selling the house. She's everywhere here, son. I can't move without bumping into her. And then I just find myself breaking down again.
Take whatever you want. With your mother gone, I'm hoping to finally live without all the clutter. Yeah, I think you did the right thing. By the way, she didn't want you to see her like that. She just wanted you to focus on your work. That was the only thing that mattered to her. What's that? What's so fascinating, son?
Look. It's unbelievable, Benny. It's like she's standing in the room with us. Like I can see her in the picture.
Is that really you? It's Chloe, your neighbor. My God, I can't believe this. It's been years. I just walked through the entire show. It's unbelievable. I'd love to walk through it again with you. I mean, if you were down for that. I just can't believe that my entire childhood, I was living next to a bona fide genius. And your mom. I always heard her playing piano from next door. Hey, so, not to be forward, but what are you doing after this? Maybe we could get a drink or something? I'd really love to catch up. I can't believe everything that's happened to you. I want to hear all about it.
Now would you look at that? I cannot believe my luck. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! You finally hit the jackpot, Flapjack. All the nobody nothings dying every day. You finally sink your hook into a... Whoa! Well, there you are. Well, hello, sir. If I had realized, I would have cleaned up. I'm just... used to fishing up a different class of soul. I mean, sure, I've had scientists, a couple college athletes here or there, but whew, an internationally renowned painter? The gatekeeper's gonna eat you up. Hey, speaking of that, why don't we give your story a test run? Maybe you help me out with the word choice, since, you know, I'm still working on that. See if I'm getting all the strokes right, the proper composition, if you catch my drift. Forget about it. All right, here we go. Gatekeeper! Before you stands the soul of a great man. Now, would you describe yourself as a happy kid or a lonely one? His childhood was a happy one, growing up in a loving home raised by loving parents in a quaint village by the sea. And, what'd you say your mom was? A composer or an accountant? His mother was a composer who, with the need to support her family, took a job as an accountant. How would you describe her as a teacher? More encouraging or demanding? Kind of like your champion or more like a taskmaster? Therefore, as his piano teacher, she was ever encouraging, teaching him to recognize the greatness within. How about that neighbor girl, huh? What was she to you? Was she your best friend or first love? Now be honest here. Don't be bashful, man. You can tell me. But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his first love. And and blowing it the next day. Now, from that moment forward, his mother gave up. She knew he didn't have what it took to be a truly great musician. But little did she know, she just picked the wrong medium, right? See, when he was 12 years old, he got sick. And he had to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he rediscovered a talent he'd forgotten. Painting. Sure, he loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. But for the first time, he saw it in a more serious light. He was accepted into an exclusive art school where he caught the eye of an esteemed professor who launched his work into the national spotlight. Now be quiet, all of you. With expectations on his career mounting, he stalled himself into bankruptcy, which turned out to be a blessing. For it wasn't until he returned home to the house he grew up in that he began work on what would ultimately be considered his masterpiece. I said shut up, you scumballs! You mucky fowls! All right! I get it! I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
I had assumed as much anyway. I should probably tell you, those things, they're not regular gulls. They're lyre birds. They're what becomes of souls who tried to lie to the gatekeeper. And once they try that, they're never allowed near her city again. I get to feeling bad for not defending them right, so they just stay on with me. Living reminders of my oratory shortcomings.
Oh, yeah, good thinking. I'll be back to get you once I'm done with this one.
Hopefully you won't be seeing him again. You're a flea-bitten sap. You know that? Just look at him. Poor fool doesn't know what he's in for. Now don't think that I haven't dealt with people like you. You're ashamed of something. Something so terrible, you're trying to blink right past it. Because if the gatekeeper knew, she'd have to dream up fresh new hells to punish someone as worthless as you. And I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you're the rottenest soul that I ever fished out of that black muck. And I should have thrown you back and sanitized my paw as soon as I laid eyes on you. But it's too late for that. We're in this together. And the gatekeeper, she'll see right through your fake lies as if they were glass. So I'm gonna ask you again to start from the very beginning. And this time, I want the truth.
This ain't a schoolyard staring contest, buddy. Now you best close those beady little eyes of yours before we run out of time.
not this.
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember?
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
There you go. Doesn't that make you feel happy? Like you just want to jump up and down? Now what about C minor? You remember how to play that one?
I don't have time for this. The gatekeeper's waiting.
You know, my father once told me, when I was about your age, the only way...
This. Stay here. What did your mother hear on that phone call?
I'm getting it. Hello? Yes, of course. This is Elle, his daughter.
Elle, what is it?
She knew she hadn't yet lived up to her father's expectations. And now, she never could. Let's keep going.
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
You were a prodigal talent. I get it. Let's move.
1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E. My sinuses would be eternally indefinite.
What did you just say?
This isn't a trip down memory lane. I need you to stay focused.
God, honey, I'm worried too.
I know, sweetie.
Ernie! Kid! Come to Papa! I know you're mad about last night, but this is ridiculous.
What happened last night? Oh, God.
What?
Well, if he survived that, I don't know how worried we have to be.
Okay, well, let's take this seriously, okay? He has one eye. That means predators can come up over one side of him he doesn't even know. Okay? Let's take this seriously. Ernie! Come on, dude!
Yes, I understand about the cat. Let's keep going.
Still not understanding how you let this happen.
Keep your eyes open. I need to see. The death of those cats must have taught you a terrifying lesson. That simply being alive wasn't enough. So then you went to work to make yourself sensational.
Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win.
like hanging out with you a lot. Which is weird because after what happened with my mom, I never like hanging out with anyone.
I know you want to stay here, man, but we don't have the time.
So this has been a big surprise for me this year, in a lot of ways. I think I like that you let me talk. My cousin never lets me talk. My dad does, but I can tell he's not really listening.
I'm not worried about who you are, Benny. I'm worried about who you're going to become.
I get all this. We need to move.
Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office?
You know, we can focus.
Nazdar, Bobo. Komu está? Všetko v pohode. Čo ty? Hrám dosť depresívnu hru. A ešte je trošku ťažkú, lebo musíš mať otvorené oči. Čo je vo VR-ku občas, akože nežmurkať, a čo je vo VR-ku občas zložité. Výborne, to som rád.
What's the point?
What do you mean?
Teraz musíme
What's
zatvorené.
the point? What does that mean?
What's the point of any of it? If he's never gonna get any better.
Okay. Let's not say that. Okay? We know we don't mean it.
I know I don't. I know.
I mean, what if he heard one of us saying something like that?
I'd never forgive myself.
It's okay. He's asleep.
I see. You got sick. You howled at the moon, at the top of your lungs.
Čo máš nové, Bobo? Musím si to prečítať. Čo nové? Obidvaja sme sa to spýtali skoro naraz, čo? Ja nemám nové asi nič nejaké extra špeciálne. Mirko, láškaj si. Babali. Nie, nejdeš ku mne. Není tu miesto pre teba. Nezmestíš sa sem. Škoda, že tá hra je tak technicky divne spravená.
You were sick for a long time, weren't you? Sicker than
tak
healthy
to je
kids
cool.
are supposed to get. Well, no matter how painful it gets.
Až v Taliansku? Koho tam máš preboha?
To remember.
To je super.
We're almost at the end of this.
Jak si to užil?
I promise. You know what to do. Go ahead and blame.
To znie dobre, že ti
Nice. This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
Gratulujem. Super. Čakaj, teraz neviem, čo mám spraviť.
Try writing with it. Well, hello, Benny. It was your grandfather's, but I used it in college.
Počkať, musím ísť zotrať psa.
Poď sem. Miro. Poď. Poď. Odbehnem na vecko, hneď som späť.
Som späť. No čo, ak si užil Taliansko? Našel si nejakú talánku?
Solid straight lyrics. Exactly. It was very artsy. Actually, I was just good at fooling your dad. Made him think I was some kind of genius.
No, to som si len zobral kolečko salámy.
Why don't you write the story of your life so far?
Tak to ja neviem, ako to máš nastavené, vieš? Veľa ľudí to má tak, že čo, oči nevidia, srdce nebolí, či ako to hovoria niektorí ľudia.
Who you're going to become, okay?
Či bola s vami tam? Hej, tiež to tak mám nastavené. Pochopil som. Ja neviem, či tam bola s tebou. Jej priateľka tam mala, ja som nepočul to slovo, lebo mne vypadáva to slúchatko, prepač. Ospravedlňujem sa. Priateľka, aha, takže to si bol akože na jej akcii, chápem.
Man, this is wild. You really got into this, didn't you? Oh, here I am. But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his first love and blowing it the next day. First love? Okay, Benny. And you know, we really could have just slept on the beach another night, but I'm also glad we didn't because, well, another night wouldn't be the same night, if that makes sense. Okay, back to the story. He'd loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. Man, you take your doodle seriously. I did not realize, but I respect it. I respect it. I do.
To je, že keď žmurknem, tak sa posunie čas. A neviem o akú dobu. Či je to o rok, o mesiac, o 5 sekúnd. To je jedno. Vždycky sa to posunie.
So try to get comfortable. You're doing great, buddy. Just a little longer, okay?
Keď je tam ten metronóm, tak vtedy vyzerá jak CTčko, no. Tá postava je chorá. Už sme mali jeden ending, alebo jak by som to nazval, kde umrela mamina. Táto. Akože sme prežili život a umrela mama. A spovedáme sa vlastne ako keby nejakému sprievodcovi smrťou alebo niečo podobné. A očividne sme niekde spravili chybu, lebo akože moc som žmurkal, hej. Respektíve žmurkol som, keď som nechcel žmurknúť, len ono to je sem tam ťažké zabrániť tomu, proste to je taký... Akože dá sa vypnúť to sledovanie očí. Normálne to sníma moje oči a keď žmurknem, tak to proste prejde ďalej.
Hey, B. just want you to know that Mom loved your story. She's just, I think it was just very emotional for her to read. But I thought it was great. I mean, look at this. His childhood was a happy one. Growing up in a loving home, raised by loving parents in a quaint village by the sea. I mean, I'm certainly glad you feel that way. But what I want to know is, where'd you learn to write so well? All those cool words. Reads like Dickens. Really just very cool stuff, kiddo. You should be very proud, okay? Okay. Love you, buddy.
Ahoj, Meldoník. No, podľa mňa je to celkom akože ujeté, no. Hej, úplne úžasne. Úplne úžasne. Vítaj, Meldoník. Vynichávaj mi trošku sluchatko, takže sa ospravedlňujem. Nechcem si dať drôtové, lebo Miro mi tu robí bordel. Čo, už môžeš murknúť? Už nič nepovieš.
So if he's ever in pain, all he needs to do is press that red button and the drug will administer itself.
Thank you so much. You know,
To som doma alebo v nemocnici? Conversation from other room. Keď zavrám oči, tak to nepomôže? Nie. Musím žmurknúť.
Hey, Eddie. Yeah, hey man, it's Richard. Listen, I know Elle's been missing in action, but I just want you to understand things have taken a really bad turn here. Yeah, no, that's not good.
Hey, this isn't funny, you know. What, you're too scared to talk to me? Well, just so you know, I know you're faking. Because if you were really sick, like actually sick, you'd have told me already. I happen to actually know about this stuff. So the fact that you are faking...
Na moju angličtinu to je trošku moc komplikované, ale plus minus sa snažím zorientovať.
Not as tough as now, but yeah, her music had been rejected, and she's having trouble adjusting to her
Ako dobre ti to ide, to písanie. To si písal ty, ja som myslel, že Bobo to písal. Vidíš, tam nie to.
Quiet little life out here, and I feared that I was losing her. But then...
Keby si ma videl hrať na klavíri, aj to mi ide úplne super.
Just her little hands reaching up for the keys. She just couldn't believe how gifted you were. And once she heard that, well, it was like you brought her right back to me. So, I was wondering if maybe you could do that trick again. Try closing your eyes. See if you can remember.
Wait, is that... That's my bass. How did you figure out how to play that?
Keep playing, B. She's listening.
Som ti hovoril, že mi to aj na klavíri ide dobre. To je všetko? Môžem žmurknúť? Údajne na nejaké 2 hodinky, ale podľa mňa sa to dá prejsť na viacero spôsobov, takže... Takže... Aha, Cica. Ona ešte žije? What the hell?
What are you doing, Elle? She's gonna make you sick.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just so happy she's here. We've got to show this cat some real love. She's been through more than we can even imagine. Oh, her poor fur. Richard, we have to give Ernie a haircut, okay?
I'm getting her a sashimi plate.
What?
What? I think she more than deserves it.
Oh, I think you're right.
To nás musím byť dosť zle, ty kokos, keď tu mám takéto zariadenie. Maminka sa nám portla do postele, asi máme žmurknúť. Keby nechám tú chorobu...
She hasn't been over. Like, she didn't even care to visit?
No, I mean, I don't think he's told her.
And you're just letting that be?
I don't know her step. You know how Benny is.
She lost her mother a year ago. You knew that, right?
No, but what does that have to do with...
Okay, do we have her dad's number?
I don't know. Check the book.
Okay, I'm calling now.
Honey...
Ne, chalan žmurká a deje sa mu život, ktorý prežil. Akože pred očami. A tým žmurkaním si ten život posúva ako keby. A celý ten vlastne príbeh sa snažíme prerozprávať takému záhrobnému vlkovi, by sme to nazvali. Ale prešli sme to na prvý raz, ale tým, že som párkrát žmurkol, keď som nemal, tak som mu povedal nesprávny príbeh. Akože povedal som mu lož. A na to reagovali také vtáky, tam boli, seagulls, bože, jak sa to volá, čajky. Čajky tam boli a čajky proste prezradili, že to bola lož. Lebo som proste žmurkol, keď som nemal, takže ten príbeh nebol akože dokončený. A teraz ho dokončujeme, ten príbeh. A zistili sme, že chalan je chorý. Alebo respektíve bol, nie že je, bol. A to, čo sme povedali, že, lebo to, čo sme si tak akože kvázi upravili, možno, že to tak malo byť, akože, že to bolo scripted, že som proste žmurkol, ale nežmurkol som. Alebo ja neviem. Tak sa tam proste niektoré veci pomenili v tom príbehu. Teraz sa tam menia tie veci. Máme si všetko, čo treba, ale asi potrebujeme hlavne toto. A nepomáha to. To je dobré. Teda to není dobré, ale akože poďme ďalej.
Oh my god, you're an idiot. You do realize this is really nothing special to me. I've seen this all before. I was thinking about what you said in the story the other day and how I reacted to it. I feel kind of bad. I shouldn't have done that. But... Hey! What are you looking at?
Kto by si chcela vedieť?
Don't look up there. Look at me. I'm talking to you.
To neviem, to mám popravde nejak moc netrápi.
I want to give you something.
Ja som to nedorobil, tú
I don't want to be in
oblohu.
the room when you see what it is. So maybe if you close your eyes, I can give it to you and I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
Close your eyes now, okay?
You are my first love. Tak nakoniec to bola pravda. Ale to som to nedočítal, či čo?
What is that?
It's something new I'm working on.
Do prčic. No dobre, to som asi pokašľal. Už to vôbec nezaberajú tie lieky. Už sa nedá nič. Už sa nedá nič robiť. A furt tam je ten január. Na tých, keď tu mám niekde tento kalendár, tak je tam január. Na čo budem robiť niečo, aj tak to už nepomáha. No.
I know. It's okay, Benny, I understand. There's no need to show me anymore.
No, Richard, it's like I can't breathe.
A niekedy nejdu titulky.
Like there's this clamp on my chest.
I know. It's okay.
You can come back to me now.
You have to do something. Richard, I can't
Kokos, to je
breathe.
tak depresívny príbeh.
You know, for a while now, I've wondered if I'm just not a good enough storyteller. If I just don't have grand enough words, can't tell grand enough stories. But grand words and stories, I think they may be overrated. I know just what to tell her. Watch for her now. I've seen the gatekeeper take many forms depending on the soul I bring her. But once you see her, you'll know.
A ten gatekeeper by mal mať akože súdiť. Akože...
I should go get ready.
Áno. Last Day of June bol pekný príbeh, ako ťažký, ale akože skôr by som to prirovnal, bože, jak sa volal tá hra, čo to robilo také malé dievčatko. Dievčatko vyrobilo hru o psychických chorobách, to bolo brutálne, tak tomuto by som to prirovnal. Neviem, jak sa to volalo, ale prešiel som si to, myslím, že som to aj splatinoval, alebo dal som to na 100% a bolo to super. Bolo to veľmi jednoduchá grafika, extrémne jednoduchšia ako toto. Ale robilo to malinké dievčatko, myslím, že do 15 rokov, akože nejaké dieťa to robilo. Alebo trpelo úzkosťami, alebo niečo podobné a proste robilo... A je to matička. Gatekeeper je mačička.
There she is. Wish me luck.
Však to prajem sebe skôr ako tebe.
Gatekeeper! Before you sits the soul of a child who died before he could grow old.
Že my sme ani nezostarli, OK?
That means she's ready to hear
Lebo
your
v tom
story.
prvom priechode sme pochovali matku, ako normálne sme dospeli. Boli sme maliar. Mám už mrknúť? A to je ona.
I never told you how much I loved your story. It's really so imaginative. And the person you wrote about is such an interesting and intense guy. My only issue was, well, I didn't like him very much. So, I wanted to read you something I wrote for you, which is about the Benny I've known for 11 years now.
Ono to bolo tak. V prvom rade maminka chcela premietať svoje túžby a tieto potreby do toho dieťaťa, akože do tej postavy, za ktorú hráme, a chcela mať z nás klaviristu. Klavirista z nás nebol, lebo sme boli na predlačku. Akože hrať sme vedeli, ale nič moc. A popri tom sme stretli Chloe, čo je také dievča odvedla, do ktorej sme sa samozrejme zalúbili a tak. A v tomto druhom, a v tom priechode, jak sme sa vykašľali na to hranie, lebo nám to nešlo, tak sme začali malovať. A malovanie nám išlo, dokonca sme mali podpísať zmluvu, tu som pokrčil, lebo som nechcel robiť komerciu, chcel som robiť oné. A bolo to dobré, bolo to akože dobré rozhodnutie, si myslím. Nebolo to najhoršie rozhodnutie, čo sme mohli spraviť, podľa mňa. Akože, že sme išli po prachoch. A teraz, jak prežívame ten kvázi reálny príbeh, ako skutočný, nie je to, čo sme prežmurkali, kvázi. A nie, že kvázi, ale prežmurkali sme to, akože tie nepekné veci sme proste preskočili. Tých pár vecí, čo sa stalo. A jedno z toho bolo to, že sme zistili, že sme chorí, smrteľne, očividne. Keďže sme tam, kde sme. Takže a zistili sme teda, že tá jednouká mačka je vlastne ten strážca. Teda gatekeeper.
It's called The Great Life of Benjamin Bryn.
Táto.
Benjamin Bryn was born into an ordinary home, to an ordinary mother and father in a small town by the sea. His mother was a composer, or at least that's what she dreamed she'd be. So, when her own dreams didn't pan out, she began to dream for him. But then, when he was just 11 years old, he got sick and was forced to stay inside for an entire year.
And in that year, he began to worry that he hadn't lived
No,
enough.
prečo zmurkol som, sorry.
So he made up a story of the great life he thought he wanted to live, which only made him forget the great life he already had. How he had filled a new home with light and joy and promise. How he met a girl, his neighbor, who felt all alone in the world and made her feel okay again. And how, even when he was sick, he still gave his
hope. How he reminded them of exact
were after they had almost forgotten. So when he
Takže teraz si to môžem prepínať medzi tým...
was okay. Because he'd already lived a great life, a full life, and he was everything he needed to be, just as he was.
OK. Je to dosť silné, no.
She accepts. Close your eyes now, and keep them closed. She's gonna let you in.
Why is he smiling like that?
It must be somewhere that he likes.
OK, bolo to krásne. Mám zimomriavky. Normálne mám zimomriavky, také to bolo pekné. Škoda, že som tomu nerozumel úplne do detailov, to je u mňa bežné, ale bolo to pekné. Hodne. Skoro mi aj slzička vybehla teraz na konci. Hodne cool. My father. Me 2.0 for you. Cool. When you meet somebody, you're gonna feel the same way I do. Ako malo to technické nedostatky a pravdepodobne to bolo akože nebolo to nejaký, akože vyzerá to byť veľa ľudí, ale predpokladám, že sa tam ich veľa opakuje a druhá vec, že sú akože veľa takých marketingových vecí a tak, no je to marketing a tak, obchodných, ale že nebolo to nejaký obrovský developerský tým samotný a dá sa to tomu odpustiť, lebo ten príbeh je sila, no. Dosť cool. To bola ďalšia hra z tých, čo odchádza, som to teraz zahral. Škoda, obrovská škoda. Keby to malo slovenský dubbing, alebo aspoň slovenské titulky, alebo české titulky, alebo český dubbing, tak to je úplná pecka. Pre mňa aspoň, ale pre 90% ľudí, ktorí tieto veci hrávajú, tak je to asi jedno, takže nechápem, že kvôli mne dubbing robiť nebudú. Alebo tým pár ľuďom, čo som ako ja, že proste angličtina není ich prvý, druhý ani 18. jazyk. Tak to docela chápem, ale pohoda. Myslím si, že som si z toho zobral docela dosť. Ja si vždycky z tých hier zoberiem aspoň čo to a možno, že to není 100%, ale užil som si to. Tak akože obával som sa, keď som to začal hrať, tak som sa obával toho, že tomu nebudem rozumieť a že mi to proste strašne veľa vecí ujde a pravdepodobne mi to veľa vecí aj ušlo, ale aj tak som si to užil. Bolo to pekné. Bolo to moc pekné. Chapters. Má to 13 chaptersov. Zaujímavé. Idem sa jednu vec pozrieť a chcem vidieť trofeje z tohto. Kde mám? Tu mám. Mám len 3 z 12. A tak 12 není veľa. A má to aj platinu? Má to aj platinu, si predstav. Take all the notes in the class. Leave both sides a big dissection. Provoke the firmness. I never show you anger. Ignore distinction for piano. Complete the game. No ja nejdem na platinu. Akože, myslím, že by to bola prvá platina z VR hry. Ešte asi nemám VR hru splatinovanú žiadnu, ale ako 12, v podstate mi chýba 9 trofejí a netrvá to dlho, akože dalo by sa to, Complete the Constellation, ale musel by som si naštudovať čo. To sa strácam v tom, vieš, take all the notes in class, jaké poznámky, vieš, akože, no vieš, a musel by som si vypnúť to žmurkanie, že proste podľa tlačitiek to riešiť, že nie podľa senzoru, lebo ten senzor sem tam zabere, že keď moc rýchlo sa pohneš alebo také niečo, tak ti to zabere ako oni. Ale bolo to pekné. Mňa to bavilo. Ja som si to užil. Vôbec z toho nepotrebujem mať platinu. Lebo je to pekná hra. OK, vypnem toto, idem na vecko a na vecku sa rozhodnem, či budem ešte niečo dneska hrať. Ale rád by som, lebo je voľno, je celkom príjemné počasie, není zima, ani teplo, môžem mať otvorené okno a niečo by som si ešte zahral, ale neviem čo. Možno pazlíky by sme si mohli dať. Čo vy na to? Chcete pazlíky? Chcete si skladať pazlíky so mnou? A pazlíky sú úplne na chill, to môžeme úplne v pohodičke. No ale nič, rozhodnem sa. Majte sa krásne, díky moc, že ste tu boli. 1:46, ani 2 hodiny mi to netrvalo. Takže moc díky. Vidíme sa prípadne ešte niekde, alebo aj tu. Jo? Pa.